Hello my convicts and convict heads, yes, the designer Kappa Convict bringing you guys and gals another gameplay. I do have to be a bit quiet, everyone's in bed and Catherine's here as well, so I don't want to disturb her especially, and obviously not my little boy. So here we go, we're going to jump in and see what we can do, but especially today because of Catherine, because Rio sleeps through anything, but yeah. Anyway, so here we are, we're jumping in as you can see here to some more Apex Legends, try and get a win and see what we can do. So let's see if we can actually succeed. So we got one of the purple ticks, which is cool. Give us opportunity of getting some decent loot. And as you can see, I've got a wingman, but I pass that up for the G7 Scout. The wingman, for me personally, I don't like it. Since they've nerfed it, they've just made it really inconsistent to the point that I just really can't use it. And I do struggle every time I try to use it to actually get kills. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. I think all they should have done on the wingman really is just reduce the shot size, or the magazine size as such, and then that would have been a good enough nerf for the wingman, because the wingman was a decent weapon. So as you can see, teammates always already taking people out. So we've got some pretty decent people, I'm assuming. At this point, thinking, well, they've killed someone. And he's thrown smoke out, so I was thinking maybe there might be more there, but obviously I was assuming two of them was together, so it should be okay, but unfortunately as you can see, the first teammate has fallen. So I'm coming in now to give her a bit of a handout, even though I've got no shield, but I wanted to make sure I could try and obviously help them out. So I went for the first bomb, it went off, and I got assisted elimination from my teammate who eliminated him by coming straight in. So he's told me of a level 2 body shield. I was like, okay, cheers. Just pick up some stuff, and then the door shuts. I'm like, just get this door out of the way. I really hate it. It's one of the things where you need to fix with the looting, where you're trying to loot a body, but it keeps opening and shutting the door instead. Really annoying. And as you can see, I quickly brought the teammate back in, because the quicker you bring your teammates in, especially if you're near lots of loot, gives them the opportunity to at least be geared up and straight back into the fight. I've had that many teammates or people who take well over 5-10 minutes to loot, and by then the circle's moving, so they can't spawn you in where you are, so you can't pick up any loot. Then you're forced to run and hope for the best you can pick up something good along the way without getting shot at and killed in the first place. Which I'm telling you, a good 7 out of 10 times it does happen. You end up dropping on someone and then you're like, right, I'm gonna die now. Cheers. So it does happen. Anyway. So as you can see, I'm just thinking, do I want to change the sight on this one, or do I want to keep it? Because the G7 is a sniper rifle, so it would be better to obviously have it as a long-range weapon, rather than hoping that it's going to be close. And a gun I don't normally carry that greatly often, which is the flatline. Now the flatline, I feel, is a really decent weapon. It does have a lot of kick to it, but if you do use it in single fire mode, which you can change to single fire mode, it's actually pretty decent. But as you can tell, I can never pass up a prowler. I just love my prowler. Anytime I see a prowler, it's like, oh, I've got to have it. Now I know obviously my teammates pointed out there was another weapon here, and as you can see I wanted that as well. I was like, yeah, I definitely want to take that, because if I find anything that can use it, then obviously it would be pretty decent. So I was just checking what it does. So it's for the RE45 and the alternator, which is what I was kind of looking for at this point. And I noticed that this was an alternator. So I've now got the disruptor rounds on this weapon, and as you can see I've asked for extended mag for the light, for the alternator, so that I could continue to fire not just 16 shots, because 16 shots don't last too long. I've also been playing Octane quite a lot as of recent as well. I just feel like his speed definitely helps in order to get closer to people and help rescue people as well. So decided I'm going to go loot up here, let the team know I'm up here. Pathfinder decides to follow me as well, so it's like, okay. Just get rid of just a little bit of that ammo. I did see an R99, but it's like, no, I'm going to keep hold of the gun I've got. This is what I want. It's like, what do I get rid of now? Do I get rid of anything? It's like, no, I don't really have the space for it. And I don't want to risk dropping any more ammo for any of my guns, because it's just going to mean less chance of me having to reload during 2 teams or anything like that, because you never know who you're going to come up against when you're fighting. So I'm just following around teammates or anyone I can who's closest by, just making sure that I keep close to them. As our good Doc, salute you buddy, was obviously talking a little bit about Apex and obviously the state of Apex in a moment, where I tend to get a lot of terrible teams where my teammates just aren't very good at all. And I do believe it's true what Doc was saying as well, is that I think the matchmaking kind of what it tries to do is gives a team 1 good player and 2 average or not so good players. I think that's how the matchmaking seems to think in this, because no word of a lie, a lot of times, every time I go into a lobby and I go checking, and this is without any geo filtering or anything added to the game, I get terrible teammates, or teammates who are very, very new to the game, who, when you see their character, unless it's just that specific character, have very little to no play time in the game at all. So I'm just pointing them out. I'm telling them there's also a teammate, there's an enemy up here as well. So I'm like, oh look, trying to draw their attention to where I'm aiming, because they're actually more of a threat. So I tried to explain, obviously there's people here. I didn't want to rush because I don't know how many people's here, but I decided to go, bugger it, I'm just going to go rush. I'm going to point out they're here, and then hopefully they don't hear me. Now, this is why I think there's a problem with sound from behind. Watch this. Now I'm running, I'm just normally running, and Octane's legs is pretty loud. But watch this, and even shooting, watch. So there's one guy there. He's got no clue. The other guy's not even turned around. And now I've just killed the teammate. And the teammate had no clue I was there. It's like, how did he not realise I was not there? It was absolutely insane. I will again apologise for the slight stuttering. I don't know why, but even with this PlayStation, there seems to be stuttering when you're recording, which is kind of weird. And I don't have anything super, you know, like the super sampling. I kind of turned that off at one point because I felt that that was actually interfering with the actual recording, making stutter. So all I've got is boost mode on, and it still seems to stutter a little bit or jump a little bit within the recording. So I'm not too sure why it does that. I do apologise on that behalf. And I've also got it where what I'm doing is now is going through recordings. When I get to the end of a game that I think is good, I just tap the share, wait for it to come up and press square, because your computer, your system will actually record the last, it kind of ghost records, it's called, where it will record so many minutes. I think it records up to 60 minutes. As I've set it to 60 minutes to the length of record, it will go back in time and pick up anything it did over 60 minutes ago. And that's how I've been doing it. So I'm not pressing record at the beginning, then trying to run through the game. I'm actually doing it that way as well, just to see if that made a difference, because it was doing it even though I was pressing double tapping share to record, it was doing it then. It was jumping a little bit, and I thought I'll try a different way, and no, it still does it. So I think it's just something that I need to optimize a little bit with the PlayStations, because even on my old PlayStation it would do it a little bit as well. So it's not the boost mode or anything, it just seems to be the recording software that they have inside, or the recording hardware inside the system needs to be optimized just a little bit better. Because it's it is kind of lagging a little bit, or dropping the odd couple of frames. That could be Apex, because I noticed that some people, even big YouTubers with more than, you know, good enough computers, saying that they've had issues with huge frame drops and that during playing games. So it could be just this game. So one guy down, and I noticed this guy below. And then I heard this guy coming up behind me. I was like, okay, hello, welcome. And then I noticed there's a guy over here on the other side, and then someone a bit further back. So I'm taking cover here. Needed to shield up. And I'm just pointing, there is a guy here. Just letting him know there is someone up there. I thought I'd use Octane because this guy said that there was someone here. So I thought I'd help him out. And there we go. So at this point I need to heal up. I was like, okay, I'll definitely take that in a moment. To see if there's anything else I can grab my hands on while I'm here. I was like, no, I can't really take anything else. But I think this game, I didn't have a big backpack. I don't believe. I might have picked up a blue one, I'm sure I did. But there we go, help out the team again. Take out them with the swiftness. And I can see, obviously, the hailstorm of rockets coming in from Bangalore. I'm pointing out, come here, get this body shield. And there we go, we have now got blue. I had a white backpack. That's why I was always struggling to pick up stuff. And just got shot there by someone, so that's great. And he's got, obviously, the charge weapon where it charges up and then shoots. Is that the Havoc? I think it's the Havoc, isn't it? That acts like that. I know the triple tape does something similar to that as well, but it sounded more like the Havoc that I was using. I don't know where he's gone. So like, okay, I'm just going to follow this teammate, try and keep my eyes on this teammate in front. And this is kind of the mentality being doing at the moment, is trying to look after my teammates more often and being around them just to give them that little bit of help and support. Because I you know, watched a lot of people and witnessed the aim absolutely terrible, aiming left and right. But as you can see, again, a slight skip here. I'll have to double check, see if I can research a bit online to find out what might be causing that. There we go, he's out. Just picking up anything I can before a teammate gets it. It's like, okay, I'll come over to you. There's no point in me using a zipline. I did try and jump and grab it, but apparently I was not high enough. Which is kind of weird. I noticed there's a care package here. I was like, ooh, this will be good. He's like, come here. And he's like, go over there. I'm like, well, what about this? It's a care package. And I kept pinging it, but for some weird reason, it doesn't ping that it's a care package. Which is kind of weird. And I heard someone here when I was looting that. You could hear someone drop. Now, I didn't know if it was a teammate or a bad guy, so I was kind of just stood there waiting for a moment. I don't think I heard him, and I was like, okay, I don't think there was anyone here, so I'll just carry on. So just trying to figure out where people are now as we're coming to the end. So I'm going to do my outro now and then obviously see what happens in the end. So hopefully enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if new, tap that notification bell to be notified of all my videos. You truly can be one of Kappa's convicts or Convict for the ladies. And yes, it is I, the Kappa Convict, signing out. And as always, I salute you, my convicts and convicts. And I'll see you soon in another gameplay. So let's see how this pans out. And there we go. We won the game. So it's pretty good I did my outro then. Otherwise, I might not have done it in time. But hopefully enjoy it. Don't forget, subscribe, like, tap that notification bell. And there we have it. once again, the champion. And how well did we do? I think my team was actually pretty decent this time round, because I went 5, 4 and 3 and it did over 1,000 damage. So hopefully enjoyed, and bye for now.